I don't like it. I'll be honest with you. It really irritates me. I don't even know if I'm going to record. I'm going to record because I'm a professional, but don't call me a moron.
That's the reason why you can't get the audio going. Your fucking ass is drinking the fucking bottle.
I'm not drinking. I was waiting for you.
You know something that you know what, Christian?
What?
Cue it up, because I know that's what you did. You fucked
I'm about to shut you up quick.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Breeze Shooters, where the show that brings you news, sports, poker, and everything in between.
We love the tweeners.
Yeah, if I don't get the fucking energy, I will break this COVID and go beat your ass. My name is Lou. I'm your host with the most, joined by my very good friend. Well, I don't know about very good friend.
We'll figure it out after today. It's been a hectic 3 minutes.
Chris
Yes, sir.
Soto, a.k.a. Sancocho.
You know what? I was going to turn on this candle and you fucked up my scent. So I'm not going to turn it on now.
What's going on?
I'm going to leave it there. For the people out there.
Yo, Chris, why do we have to rehash? Why do we have to rehash your incompetence?
No, because
I'd rather people.
You know we have to rehash it, Louis? For a number of reasons. But the number one reason is you fucked up. The second reason is you bring it up as my energy. My energy is always at 110. That's what I do. I was put on this earth for that reason and that reason only. So,
I'm just sitting back. Go ahead, ramble. Ramble. Do what you do.
I'm not rambling.
You got a lot of rambling. You got a lot of unpacking to do.
You know what? I don't even want. I don't even gonna say nothing. How you doing, Louis?
You know, I'm glad you asked, man. I could go back to work, Chris. I think it's time, man. I'm about to make a call. Hey, Cuomo, you're a good guy, man. You're doing the right thing, but I think it's time.
You did the right thing, Cuomo, but now, just let us loose.
Oh, man. I think I'm ready to go back to the construction side, start breaking some streets and shit. Nah, it's all right. It's another day, man. I'll tell you though, the last 3 days, Christian, I went down this Soprano rabbit hole, and I haven't been able to get out. I haven't been able to get out. I must have gained 3 pounds over the last 3 days because the amount of fucking food that they eat, and he makes it look so fucking good. Oh my God. It's amazing. What a great series. I didn't realize, I knew it was a great series, but now looking back, I said, man, it was because it holds up. You know, some series, you let some time go and you watch them again, it doesn't hold up with the times. Sopranos holds up.
And not only that, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sopranos always, there was, I can't even mention an episode that I wasn't glued to the TV.
Yeah.
So it's funny you say that because a week ago, I started watching it. And I don't know what voodoo power the word gabagool has.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It made me go out and fucking buy pounds and pounds of cold cuts. So now, when I sit down to watch it, I got my fucking cheeses, I got my meats, and even though I didn't buy gabagool because they didn't have it in the Arab store, I bought some salami, some roast beef, and I just say, God, when he says gabagool, I just bang, I dip it in.
Chris, this guy was ahead of his time with the Atkins or keto diet. You saw what he used to do? Wrap up the cold cut, dip it in mayonnaise, and eat it. I said, he was on some real fantastic shit. Yo, he was the best. Salud. So
I'm sorry I interrupted you, but go ahead. So the last 3 days you've been binging on Sopranos?
The Sopranos, and I just haven't had the energy to do anything else. Like Chris, the phone, I kid you not, like an arm's length away, but I'm just in that sofa in Soprano heaven. I'm like, yo, this show's fucking great. This show's great. And I'm getting sad because it's coming to an end.
Also, you probably passed me.
I'm
at the point where all right,
quick question though. How many seasons is it? Is it 5?
6.
It is 6. All right. So no, I got some ways to go. I'm almost at the end of season 3 with Ralphie.
Oh, I haven't started Ralphie yet.
Ralphie to me was the best villain. I thought Richie was the best villain, but Ralphie's a real.
Ralphie's. See, Richie was straightforward. He was straightforward. Ralphie, he has a asshole to himself. Yeah. Like he jokes. Hey, I'm kidding. It's a joke, you know.
Yo, but what's the smooth guy from New York? Fuck, I forget his name.
Johnny Sack.
Johnny Sack. He made a joke about Johnny Sack's wife. He goes, "Yo,
wife.
She had a 95-pound mole removed from her head, and then Johnny Sack wanted to clip him." I was in that episode. That shit is just hysterical.
That's the thing. I'm getting over Richie Aprile.
Okay.
They just got rid of him. He sent his sister back to Seattle.
Yes.
What else? Yeah, I'm around that area. So you passed me, and I started before you because I started binging on it. You know what it was?
3 days.
My girl got me. My girl got me to see this Netflix show called Married at First Sight. It's a reality type shit. And basically, there's 3 experts. You got a sociologist, you got a sex therapist, and you got a marriage counselor, which he's a pastor. And what they do is let's just say they get 50 women and 50 men, and they interview them, and they find the most compatible.
Really?
And then they choose, they call the experts, they choose, I said, listen, I think this person and this person, and they review it, and they wind up with 4 couples. At least that's the episode, the season that I saw. What happens, Lou? These people don't meet each other until the wedding day.
Get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't.
Crazy. So in the wedding day, that's when they meet each other. They get married, right? They meet each other in the altar. That's how crazy it is. So the show pays for their wedding, for their honeymoon. I think in mid because they're supposed to be in 8 weeks. They'll sit down with the experts, with all 3 of them, and they'll decide if they want to continue the marriage or not, if they want to get a divorce.
And this is without speaking to the other person or seeing them. No phone calls, no nothing.
Nothing until the wedding day.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and the thing is, my girl knew what she was doing because she got me hooked. I'm not a fan of reality shows. So what happens? They meet in the wedding day, and then from there they send them on their honeymoon. They get them an apartment to live together for 8 weeks. In 8 weeks, you gotta decide if you're gonna stay married or you know what? No, I can't. I want a divorce. But legally, you're married.
Wow! And so far, the show's been really good.
Huh?
Has the show been really good?
I personally liked it because I'm over here thinking there's a guy that got hooked up. There's this black dude that got hooked up with this virgin. She's 27 years old, and without sounding like an idiot, but she thought this was like the greatest prize in the world. And she was acting like it. She was very immature when it came to the sex talk or the intimacy. She was emotionally very immature. And I said, in my mind, I hope this nigga don't say he want to keep going with her.
He said that he wants to keep going with her?
No. He actually, I don't want to ruin it for the people that might want to watch it, but he said, no, I don't want to, but he said he wanted the divorce.
Oh, yeah.
He said he doesn't want the responsibility of taking her virginity.
He pulls out that anaconda. She's like, "What the fuck is that?"
But you know the thing is, he fucked up because he gave that reason, and what he really was feeling was, he said, she's just so immature when it comes to. By the way, she was career oriented. She had a career. She's very eloquently spoken. Eloquently spoken. Yeah. But when it came to intimacy, not even sex, Lou. When it came to intimacy, she became like a
little girl.
A little girl. Stupid shit.
I don't blame the guy because he doesn't want to go down that road of having to train her.
I don't. I don't blame him either. And it's that you know what it is, Lou. If she would have been more mature, no. Virginity aside, if she would have been more mature, and she would have said, she would have wanted, we could make out, we could touch each other, we could, you could suck on a titty, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be sex. But so the experts are trying to get that ball rolling, not for sex. They're not trying to pray, but they're trying to get the intimacy going. So they give them some dice with words. So you roll the dice, and whatever comes up, you have to do. One came up and said he rolls the dice, and it was kiss a body part, her to him. You know what she does? She kisses him in the shoulder, right here.
Did he scream out, "Cut! Cut!" That's
no. He went like this. He gave her a look like,
really?
Really? Then it was touch a boob, like boob touch. And she goes, nope, that's not happening. That's not happening. Meanwhile, all she says is, yes, he's perfect for me. We're so compatible. We're so this and that. And when he decided that after the 8 weeks that they sit him down, he said no, he wants a divorce. She started crying like a little baby.
He made the right
you
choice.
On yourself.
Yeah, he made the right choice. Hey, listen, that's a big gamble. Big gamble.
No, it really is. There's another one that's toxic and it's crazy. Since they started, they were arguing, and guess what? They stayed together. I told my girl, I said, one of them is gonna wind up dead because this is crazy. It's fucking toxic.
It's probably her upbringing. The experts looked at it and said, "Well, this is a perfect match for you. You're used to that shit." So
I don't know, man. The thing is, it's funny because I got a little story for you.
Okay.
I gotta take a drink.
You know, for the listeners out there, I want you to look at the table what Chris has, Black Label. When I go there, I get a fucking $16 Stoli vodka. When I'm not there, he pulls out the top shelf shit. Last week we were playing Poker Virtue. You know what came out? Johnny Walker Blue. And it's just funny. Every time I go there, the fucking Stoli's there for me. But that's just about the St. Eyes.
You told me that's your favorite drink.
I said I like vodka, but if you came with a Black Label, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Now I know. When all this is over, we'll talk.
What, 2023? I'm sorry. So go ahead. What's your story?
So, you know that we were fortunate enough. Well, I don't know if you want to say fortunate, but I was fortunate enough to work with. You got me a job, and I worked with you for about a year.
Whew, long year.
It was a very fun year for me. I'll be honest.
I don't know for you, but in the back scenes, long year.
There was a lot of emails.
A lot of searching. Where is he?
Where's Waldo? So, you know that the job that you got for me was basically I was was customer service. Intake coordinator was the title. So I had to deal with
patients, clients,
nurses.
Mm-hmm.
So other customers, other member services reps.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? So you know I'm a friendly dude. You know I'm a friendly person.
Mm-hmm.
So this girl from a doctor's office in Queens calls, hey, you know, bada boom. One joke leads to another, where so we start exchanging info in the sense of, oh yeah, I'm from Sunset Park. Oh, I'm from Sunset too. And by the way, you know. So after a couple of calls, she decides to basically she wanted to meet. So I said, okay, you want to send me a picture? I'm very upfront, you know, because this is the moneymaker. So I sent the picture. So she sends me a picture. I said, oh wow, you know, she's cute, whatever. But something about the picture, it was like, you know, like something like
a lot of Photoshop was at play.
I'm not gonna say Photoshop, Lou, but I will say it wasn't an HD photograph.
You're in the
It was
2000s,
like
but it's like in the 80s.
Like yes. But me being so naive as I am, because you know I'm very naive, I said, you know, maybe it's just she had it under her drawer or something, you know, and you know, now this is the one that she sent me or whatever. Maybe the camera was blurry, the camera lens. So what happens? She wants to meet in a bar, you know, in a bar in Queens, near where she works. It was Queens Boulevard. Now, I don't like Queens. It's the same way I don't like the Bronx. It's just too far. Like, it's too far. So she gives me the address, whatever. All right. So, you know, I don't have a car, Lou, so I take the Iron Horse, you know? Take the Iron Horse. To get to Queens, you need to take at least 3 trains and 5 buses.
At least.
You know. So I get there. I go into the bar, and I don't know if she was there already or she just came. I don't. Okay, no, I got there. Apparently, I got there before her. And so I order my drink, and then she comes, and I'm like, and when I saw this girl, I don't want to.
No, Chris, I'm sorry, I gotta stop you. You knew right away it was her? Because if you knew
no.
Oh, okay. Go on, keep on.
Well,
because that changes, then the photo wasn't that bad.
I knew it was her because she approached me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were sitting at the bar and boom, you spotted her and said, yeah, that's her.
No. And you know me, Jason Bourne. I'm looking where the exits are, all the angles. So when I walk in the bar,
you're sizing it up.
Yeah, I'm surveying everything.
Uh-huh.
I don't see nothing that looks even remotely close to the picture I was sent.
Okay.
Bar. I order. This is how impactful this day was for me. I could tell you exactly what my first drink was. It was a Grey Goose with cranberry.
Okay.
And so I'm having it, and I take 2 sips, and she comes, hey, hello. And I'm like, there was like I don't want to say a second, because a second is too long, but there was a fraction of a second where I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
No, so Chris, let's break down this. Let's break it down. So in that fraction of a second, you were already able to assess that this girl, she's not who she says she is. B, she's not my type. C, her body description is way off. Like
Oh
what
my God.
those three things in a fraction of a second
In a
happen?
fraction of a second,
Oh, okay.
in a
That's how
fraction
you
of a second, I did a whole movie in my head. You know, like for some reason, SpongeBob SquarePants came up. You know, the body of SpongeBob, and I'm like, and Lou, people know I'm an asshole, but I'm a nice asshole. I'm a guy. I won't disrespect nobody. You know, that's not me.
Uh-huh.
But I felt, I love New York, Lou. I love New York, the good and the bad.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that I admire about New York is the calm game. But nobody likes to get calmed.
Oh God.
And when I saw her, honestly, Lou, I don't think I was really that into poker back then. I don't remember if I was. I guess I started playing. I think I was. Yeah, I was.
We started. We were having house games over at Danny's and Willie's.
Yeah, I don't know where my poker face went, but she noticed.
Really?
I think she did because, well, no, maybe she didn't. But so I buy her a drink. I said, you know what? Let me buy her a drink.
You're a good guy. You're like, I came this far.
Let me buy her a drink. And but I can't.
Chris, I'm sorry. I got 1,000 questions. At that point, all right. So, first of all, you outlined that the commute over there is extremely long. So it took you a long time.
It did.
So at this point, I want to know: do you look at the bartender and say, "Yo, I'm gonna need something stronger"?
Actually,
tequila.
Something very similar.
Okay.
My vodka cranberry, my Grey Goose and cranberry, I guzzled it down. And that's when I bought her. That's the thing. Maybe that gave me away. I'm replaying the movie. So I said, "You want a drink?" She goes, "Yeah, okay. What are you having?" And she tells me, I don't know, Cosmos or whatever. I don't know what the fuck she asked. So I said, okay. So I downed. Remember, I had just gotten there. I took 2 sips. You know how I drink. I wet my lips. I downed it, Lou.
Oh, man.
I downed it, and then I order me another drink, and I order her a drink. Okay. So now I'm about to start my second. She's about to start her first. So how you doing? So she starts talking. I'm trying to be cordial. I'm trying to be nice, and
I'm sorry, Chris, but tell the people how she looks like. I know you gave like a rough description. You said SpongeBob SquarePants, but sometimes there are girls that lie about their figure, but the face is not totally horrible. They're good-looking girls. They just lied about their size. Was it one of those situations, or?
Let me explain to you what happened.
Okay.
The picture was hers.
Oh, but it was back in the day.
It was when she was 18 years old, Louis.
And how old was she when she met you?
I want to say, she was in her 30s.
Now, go ahead, keep on with your story. I could go so left with this.
So I'm like, I basically sent her a picture I took yesterday.
Okay.
Listen, Lou, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You get what you see. You see what you get. Whatever, however the saying goes.
Uh-huh.
But this lady decided to send me a picture when she was 18 years old. Who the fuck is ugly at 18 years old? We all die in pieces at 18 years old, man.
Whoa. Hey.
The majority of us.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
I'll fix it. So She sent me a picture. I want to say she was sitting in Central Park on top of a rock or something. The picture looked very, very nice. Nice enough for me to leave fucking where the bull is at in the city, downtown Manhattan, get on a fucking train, transfer to another train, get another train, and then get on a bus to get on Queens. So I'm like, it's worth it.
So when you got there, your feelings like, fuck it, I'm gonna make this work because I came too far.
I was honestly, that's where the asshole came out. I was gonna say after the second drink, I'm out. I was very upset because it's not the first time I get catfished, Lou. I got catfished when everybody had dial-up, back in the AOL days and the Yahoo chat days.
Uh-huh.
I got catfished by this Canadian chick who her name was Karen, but after pictures were exchanged and nudes started coming out, her nickname could have been Tripod. It hurts, Lou. It hurts. It hurts when you run it when you're deceived in this manner.
Especially when you think you're running the game, right?
Exactly. You know me, Lou. Come on.
Like I'm laying it down here.
Like the player is coming back. Now they're playing me, and I'm like, whoa. So going back to, I forget her name. She had, and mind you, you know what, Lou? Let me put it to you this way. Sometimes, you say, you know what, let me rough it out because of the commute.
Yeah.
Sometimes if the girl has a nice body but an ugly face,
you work around it.
You work around it. There's a lot of ways to work around it. Sometimes the girl has a fucked up body but a very cute face. You work around it.
Exactly. Or she has a good personality.
No, the personality goes out the window. No. I'm not fucking with personality, Lou. I'm sorry. You want? I'm keeping it real.
So you're not in this for good conversation?
No. For good conversation, we'll talk on the phone. I don't need to come all the way down to Queens for good conversation. We can do that on the phone. So I'm really I'm dying I'm ready to finish my drink, Lou. Okay. It just got there. I'm ready to finish it. But so we start talking, little bullshit chit chat, and she goes, "What's wrong?" So that's why I know my poker face wasn't where it's supposed, where I hope it is now. I said, "Nothing's wrong, sweetheart. It's I'm just listening to what you're saying." No, but you're so different from on the phone. And that's something that gives me away because, I'm the same way. I've been the same way forever. In front of people, away from people, I'm the same way. It's me. So the shit was, when I saw that she had about half of her drink left, she goes, "Let me get you a drink." I said, "No, you know what, sweetheart? I gotta go." And I finished. I downed my drink. Really? After 2 drinks? I said, you know what? And this is exactly how I sounded. This is the bad part about it. I didn't realize I had stuff. I'm so sorry. It was great meeting you, but I had stuff to do, and I don't want to get caught out here, too late. Whatever. And she even offered a ride. And I said, no, because I'm not really going back to Sunset.
So you rather, I would have took the ride.
No, I was very upset, Lou. I was very upset because, and they, wait, I skipped over the good part. I tell her, I said, "You look different from your picture." And she goes, "Really? How so?" I said, no. When was that? When did you take that picture? Oh, that was when I was 18. Lou, it's not. That's not nice to do, Louis. You
No,
don't do that to people.
no, it's not.
And after that, things were a little bit uncomfortable when she would get me on the queue at job because there was no more friendly talk. Well, the first time I got her after that, the first time I caught a call from her in the job, she, hey, you haven't called. Oh, because we switched numbers and everything.
Oh.
You haven't called me, but I said, you know what? It's been hectic, and I think I mentioned something about somebody in my family being sick or something.
But you know what's the truth that you're talking about there, hooking up in the workplace. That's a very very delicate situation that could turn real bad fast, man. So that's it.
No, she didn't work with us,
Well, she didn't
Louis.
work with you, but she's somebody you had to deal with on what every other day basis. So it could
Well,
get
there
uncomfortable.
were six intake coordinators. I had a 1 in 6 chance of getting.
And you like those odds. You would just hang up. Oh, my bad.
But it was not a nice experience for me because listen, Lou, we all know, just be yourself but see, I think it's good this happened for her and for me because you can't be sending fucking 10-year-old, 10, 12, 13-year-old pictures and expect to get a good response.
Yeah. Chances are too, she probably that you probably weren't the first one, but she was probably going on percentages. She goes, the likelihood is that we're gonna end up having drinks and it'll be a good night. So you said 1 in 6 before. Well, her percentages were probably a little less, maybe 40%. She got a 40% chance it's gonna turn out okay. So
Why are you leaving so soon? Really, bitch? Why?
She goes, damn, normally they take the ride. This motherfucker's mad.
Normally they accept the drink.
Oh man,
I didn't accept the drink. I bought her the drink. I said, listen, because I have a soft spot inside. I don't like people to feel bad, but I was really upset. I was upset. You don't fucking come on, man.
Yeah.
It took me an hour and 45 minutes to get over there on transportation.
That sucks. That sucks. I know you were steaming all the way back home.
No, I started. I'm like, I gotta reevaluate my life, man.
Yeah. Yo, so I know you've been locked up. We all been locked up. So you've been cooking a lot, and
Yeah.
I wanted to share with you a new recipe that I learned over the last 2 weeks. See if
Talk to me.
So
Is it
I got a video. You don't even have to write it down.
Oh, you got a video. Is this an American recipe or South America?
You know what? There's a reason why you go to bars with women that look like SpongeBob. Here we go, Chris. Here we go.
Go ahead.
You just sit back and you drink your Black Label. You don't know what the hell is going on in the back scenes, but you're very opinionated, and I like that. But
well, I try to help.
Next time, let's raise a hand, all right? Because we were in the middle of the Sancocho, pendejo. We lost the Sancocho. Chris, one more thing I wanted to share with you. So Tennessee, this is a story that was in the New York Post. Over in Tennessee, there was a guy that was wearing a gorilla suit, and he happened to walk into the wrong house. And if this uploads real quick. Oh, why are you doing that? Oh, here we go. I got the story.
Yeah, this is definitely Verizon. Yeah, sure.
So a man in a gorilla costume arrested after entering wrong home. A man wearing a gorilla costume allegedly terrified a 6-year-old girl when he was mistakenly entering the wrong home in Tennessee, police said. Richard Muzek, 31, waltzed into the back door of a residence while donning the primate getup at about 2 p.m. on Sunday and was confronted by a man in the backyard shortly after, according to police. So they called him down, I guess, they called it in, and then while he was walking in the neighborhood, the cops arrested him. My question to you is, what do you think this guy was on? You think he was drunk? You think he was trying to play a prank? Or do you think he was just said, "Fuck it, I'm tired of being home"?
I think it was. I think he was bored, and he chose a bat. But going into the wrong house, he could be on something. You know, it's funny. You just reminded me, and I'm sorry to really quickly. I don't know how we are in time, but somebody broke into Eminem's house.
Oh, really?
They got past the security guards because they were sleeping.
Got it.
And they broke into the house, but they weren't stealing nothing. All he wanted was a face-to-face with Eminem. And Eminem actually heard the alarm. The alarm didn't wake up the security guards, but it woke up Eminem.
Get out of here.
And he finds him in the living room. Apparently, what I read, Eminem screamed. The guards woke up, and the guy was arrested. But the gorilla suit dude, you said in Tennessee?
Tennessee, yeah.
You know what it is, Lou? This stay at home quarantine. It could break down if you're not mentally strong. If you don't find ways to keep busy, keep your mind busy, it could easily it could turn on you.
No, easily. I can see how it could break you down. You know what it is for people, for yourself too. It's not easy because you're by yourself. So not having that human contact, that could, after a while, could have a toll on you, and you could, refuse to stay home and want to go outside and start doing stuff. Like I was listening to the news. They're gonna start. Connecticut is going to reopen. Georgia is fully reopened.
That's crazy.
Connecticut, I think they're doing a soft opening. In New York, they're going to start opening the parks again. But again, that's for still have to practice social distance and all that.
Yeah.
I guess they just want to start getting the ball rolling because I think the 15th of May, they're supposed to reevaluate, see where we're at.
They're going to open. I heard Cuomo said that they're going to start opening upstate, in the places where the cases are less and they're in a decline. I know that the politicians are getting a lot of pressure from businesses and because of the economy, the financial point. But at the end of the day, it's funny because I was telling our friend Kareem this too. He asked me, "When do you think this is going to go back to normal?" I said, "Kareem, back to normal, the beginning of next year, if we're lucky. Back to normal. If we're lucky, the beginning of next year. Reopening, they'll probably reopen in the next 3 or 4 weeks. But me personally, I'm gonna stick with the mask and the gloves, and I'm gonna stick to the social distancing. And because at the end of the day, everybody, I fear a second wave, and not. I fear for my loved ones, and just to come back to do this, it's not easy. It's not easy.
A second wave is definitely going to happen. They reported today I think Korea went a week without anything. Hong Kong reported nothing for like the last few days. But you got to understand, these places, they normally wear masks all year round. That's why they're like, okay. Us, once we hear that, hey, it's lifted, all those masks are going to go to the wayside, and you're going to have a second wave. And then you're going to lose people until they understand that this might be a way of life now, especially like on mass transit. Like you heard de Blasio did a good thing. He's shutting down mass transit from X amount of time to do a thorough cleaning, which is
from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. I like that.
Yeah, it sucks for guys that work in evenings because now you got to find an alternate way to work. But, what are you going to do?
But so I understand about people. It's like I tell my mother. My mother was telling me she likes to throw the word depressed out there, and I don't feed that monster. So I tell her, I said, Mom, you have a house with 3 acres. You have a balcony. You have no neighbors. So you can walk out whenever you want, get some sun, get fresh air. It's in the balcony. We're talking about 2 feet, right? Nothing. You can go walk out and get. So you shouldn't be, no, but I used to go to the supermarket with your brother. Now he doesn't want to take me. He's protecting you. He's keeping you safe. Now, what do you say a person like me? I'm in an apartment. I don't have the luxury to step out 2 feet without contacting nobody and getting sun or getting fresh air. I actually gotta put my mask on, I gotta put my gloves on and go outside. So, let's focus on what we got and not on what we don't have. But I had to have a conversation with her because she was talking about depression. I said, stop it now. You're in a good space. Not a lot of people have the option to go to a backyard or patio or balcony.
Absolutely.
But nothing. Like I said, listen, this is gonna pass. Once again, Lou, I don't know if I told you this. I follow a doctor, Dr. Berg, very good doctor. I follow him on YouTube, and there's a couple of supplements and vitamins, that I want to share with you. Vitamin A, vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D. Those 4 help your respiratory immune system, but it focuses a lot, vitamin A and the zinc focus a lot on your lungs. So people like us, I think it's for everybody, that we're a little bit on the heavier side. I ordered from Amazon. I got my zinc. I got it in pills and in liquid form. 30 grams, a little pill of zinc a day is good. It helps your lungs. It helps your immune system. And with combination with vitamin A and vitamin D, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff. That's pretty much what they're prescribing to people is just vitamins because they really don't know how to tackle this. Yeah, so the best thing to do is load up your immune system with vitamins and just try to stay clean. Chris, I'm gonna give you a second to get queued up over there. Chris, real quick before you do get queued up, who was the gentleman that sent text about us posting? I wanted to shout him out.
What I sent you?
Yeah, who is that?
Hector. Let the hands talk. Hector.
Oh, let the hands talk. Oh, okay. Yo. Hey, Heck, man, thank you for the love, brother. Thank you for the support. I really like to see those encouraging messages. That helps me and Chris, move forward. And I'm glad that, you look out for our show. And for people out there looking for shirts, hats, and sweaters, let the hands talk. You can find them on online, right, Chris?
IG.
On IG. Hector, really good brother. Support him. Sunset Park Entrepreneur. That's trying to do his thing. Please support him. And with that being said, like I said, I don't know if it's because everybody's home, but the subscriptions have been going up, and we really appreciate that. And the best support or the best thing that you could do for me and Chris is just, spread the word. Tell them about the show. Tell them about these 2 jack-offs that, like to bring humor to the waves. And it's a good way to pass the time. And as you look at this 60-year-old trying to use a $3,000 phone, he's having a very difficult time. That in itself is comedy gold. But
actually, I want to say something before, and I'm sorry, I know we're restricted with time, but I sent out a challenge. It was private. The challenge was private.
You gonna talk about that?
I want to talk about it, Lou, because the only way you see, my problem is, you know what, Lou? If you told me, Chris, let's play Scalzi. You challenged me. I said, you know what, Lou, let's play Scalzi. I don't care. Let's go. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to step up to the plate, and I'm going to give you the best of me. So I sent out a challenge in a nice way to Michael Merengue Rodriguez.
Michael Merengue Rodriguez.
As he likes to call himself. I call him Pumbaa, but that's neither here nor there. You guys will figure out why when you guys see them. But that's not. I don't want to get into that right now. So the thing is, I sent them a challenge, and no response. So I made a little video that at some point Lou will share with you guys, and hopefully, and he responded to the video telling me, "Yo, Chris, you talking a lot of shit. I ain't scared of you. Let's go." So I said, "Okay." So I figured it was gonna be the start of, let's do this. For all of you out there, it's a singing competition. Now I don't consider myself a singer, but when I see a person that talks so much shit, sometimes I challenge him or her. It could be a woman too. I don't have a problem beating up a woman. I mean, not beating up a woman.
So wrong. What do you say?
Wait. In a competition.
Beating a single.
Beating a woman in a competition. Listen, I'm all about equal opportunity. So
move on.
So Mike, I'm issuing the challenge again. Whenever you're ready, we'll go. I think we got enough for 2 or 3 songs each. We don't have to do the whole song. We'll do a minute or 2 of each song, or 3-minute songs. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give you an ass whipping. I just wanted to put that out there, Lou. You have my video of the challenge. Okay. Whenever you're ready to put it up, and tag everybody, Lou. I want everybody to see me humiliate this guy.
It sounds serious. So
it's very serious to me, Lou. Any competition is serious for me.
What Chris left out, though, we had this whole singing competition where Sunset Has Talent.
Yes.
Circumstances, what we wanted to do was kind of expedite the finale, and Chris threw himself in the ring and wanted to challenge Michael. So right now, Chris threw the gauntlet. We're waiting for Michael to respond. If Michael responds, we'll have a challenge. If not, then Gerson, here we go.
By the way, people, Lou has repeatedly called, text, voice message, email, whatever you want to. Lou has reached out to him. He doesn't answer, so he might be a little bit scared. He might be a little yellow on the back. If you know what I mean. Lou, you ready?
Yeah, here we go. Come on, we're against the clock.
It's not the stars that create light, but rather the light that creates the stars. It's a little, let it marinate. It's gonna get to you.
Yeah, you finish your Black Label. Peace, everybody.
Later. This is funny because it takes you a half.